Nice.
From what?
Our table.
Sit. Nice.
Çocuk uyuyor da koltuk bir şey.
Here over here.
There's no problem.
Yes, you can't touch the top. Where are you gonna do it? Where are you gonna do it?
Having lunch with
We're gonna
peacocks
do it.
around you. You don't get that
Okay.
enough.
Thank you. One last time.
Here in Turkey, we weave carpets using the loom. Now, as you know, the loom is not something special to Turkey. There's many countries in the world that actually use the loom. But what we do here in Turkey that makes it a little different is the technique we use. Now, other countries that make carpets, they do this. You see these two strings?
Yeah.
This is the skeleton of the carpet, pretty much the back side of it. So what they do in other countries is they tie one knot from one side and the string is just going to come out from the other side. This is called a simple knot. What we do here in Turkey instead is in the same area, we tie two knots, which is called double knot, or Turkish or Gordian knot. Gordian knot would be the official name, but it's a knot we only do in Turkey. The reason why we do this is two things. One, it makes carpet stronger. Two, it's patented by Turkey. So every other country that does the double knot will automatically lose the rights to the carpet by patent, right? So it will be Turkish. Bir çiftim göstermişsiniz abla. She's going to show you now how to do the double knot if you want to come over and take a closer look.
You don't care about this, but I do.
She's going to grab two strings from the back side. She'll pass the thread from one side, then she's going to pass from the other. The pieces meet in the middle. She's going to pull down and cut. She'll repeat the process in horizontal lines from bottom to top until she's done with the carpet. Now, the most important thing about a carpet is how long will it take to finish. That's what's going to define the value. So in this case, this carpet over here is going to take 8 months to finish.
Whoa.
And we need 4 people weaving it. Now it's just 2, it's for the presentation. But normally it's 4 people weaving this carpet and it will take 8 months. Now the size of this in feet would be 6 by 9. And in centimeters would be 3 meters, 280. So it's a pretty big carpet, that's my point.
Yeah.
And that's going to take 8 months. Now imagine a tiny carpet the size of this paper. How long do you think this one would take?
Like maybe a month.
That's what the logic says, right?
Yeah.
But no, it can take even more than 4 years.
Whoa.
How so? Then what do we get out of this? The size doesn't define how long it's going to take. What actually defines how long a carpet will take is something we call the density of knots. So imagine a centimeter square, a tiny little piece like this. The amount of knots we have inside that area, it's what we call the density. So in this case, this carpet has 16 double knots per centimeter square. A carpet can have as high as up to 600 double knots per centimeter square, which means it would take much more time. It's super simple. It's like a TV. Imagine a TV. Some TVs have 4K, 8K Ultra HD or 1080p, and some have 480. You know what I mean? Less pixels in amount of area, so
Yeah.
the picture is unclear compared to the others. It's exactly the same for a carpet. That's what's going to define how long it will take. Any questions so far? No. We have 4 main materials to weave the carpets. Number 1, as you can see right here, is wool. In this case, all the colors you see is the natural color of the wool. There was no dye used in this one, but for example, this carpet has dye in it, right? Because we don't have green sheep, right?
Yeah.
So what we do for the dyes is we use vegetable natural colors, completely natural things. We just put them boiling and get it out. There's only one color that we use that it's not natural, and that would be purple. Purple fades away over time, the natural version, so we use chemicals so it does not fade away. But any other color that is not purple, it's completely vegetable natural color. And we use wool, cotton, silk and bamboo. These 4 materials are what we use to weave carpets. No questions so far? All right, let me show you this silk then, yeah? This way. Sağ ol abla.
So that's separating the rows. So now a new color row on top. Oh wait, I might have questions.
It's beautiful.
So inside, you can hear this little bug. It's right here. So this bug is inside the cocoon, and what happens super easy. First, you have the egg. The egg is gonna hatch, and you have this tiny caterpillar. That's the silk caterpillar. They're gonna eat only the mulberry tree leaves. That's the only thing they eat because it gives them the properties they need for the saliva to make the cocoon. You see this fur?
Yeah.
This fur on top of the cocoon is the silk. But like this is useless, as you can see. So what we do is we put it in the water boiling from half an hour to an hour. Then she's gonna brush all the cocoons and she'll pull it out. Once she does that, no explanation required. Just watch. You'll see what happens. And we get silk strings like that. Now, this is not many silk strings. She has to put them all together to make just one thread of silk. She'll pass it through here, then over there, and then she's gonna start unwinding the strings by just spinning the machine over there. The cocoons over here are gonna start looking like they're jumping. They're not jumping, they're just spinning around. Don't worry, the bug is not gonna jump on you, ma'am. They're not alive.
Yeah.
All good?
Like spiderwebby material.
Yeah, it kind of is actually. I mean,
it's
that's
a
what they
little- I mean,
compare it to. Interesting fact, the spider web is the strongest natural material on the planet.
Yeah.
And the second to it is silk. Silk is 9 times stronger than steel. So it's not as weak as it seems, trust me. Do you go to the gym?
Yeah.
You look like you do. Try to rip this apart.
Let me go over there.
Grab one string, just one.
Just one string.
Just one, not even that, yeah. And try to pull it apart without cutting your hand. Be careful. If you do,
Like that?
be careful like that. You're gonna hurt
Yeah.
yourself.
Is it
No,
really-
pulling it.
Like that. Here, might hold it
Yes.
real quick.
You're gonna feel it. Once we have it like this, it's like cooking rice. Rice is ready after you boil it.
Uh-huh.
You can pull it, right?
Yeah.
Now pull this one. This is after it's ready. Be careful with your fingers. You might cut them. See the difference,
Yeah,
right?
you can't do that.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
This is before, this is after.
Oh.
Exactly. So what happens with the silk is this. Once we take it out like this, you see all the strings? They come together into one thread, right? This is how we get one. Now when it's like this, what we have to do is we boil it again all over. We take that whole thing, which it looks like this, and we put it in boiling pots of water. And we add the vegetable things there to make the collars. Once we do that, this is what it looks like. This is the actual silk we use for textiles, carpets, this and that, not this part. This is the before. It's very important to notice because once it dried out and it's prepared, it's never gonna come apart. That's what matters about the silk and that's why it's so important. Now, this is where the term silky hair comes from. I'm sure you've heard it. You can touch it here. It's so silky, soft and nice,
Yeah, wow.
right? That's where the term comes from.
Hey, then touch my beautiful hair.
Same color anyways.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is how we get the silk. Now the silk, like I mentioned, is 9 times stronger than steel. In ancient Egypt, ancient Rome, they used to use the same string to cut the marble. So they would take it like this.
Yeah.
It really was silk that was cutting the marble.
Yes. They would grab the string like this and imagine a big stone. They would use it for precision cuts while adding some water, going like this. So yeah, they would shape the marble for statues and stuff like that. And now we use it for carpets for mainly because of the strength, and it's so thin that we can make a higher density carpet. As you can see, super thin. And second to it is that it's hypoallergenic. It's great for people with allergies or asthma because it does not retain any dust at all.
Yeah, like wool does.
Yeah, and it works like a Stanley thermos. You know, when you put water in a thermos, what happens? At night it's still cold, no? Or still hot if you put hot coffee.
Yeah.
It's the same. They do not change temperature fast at all. So it's great for cold weather, hot weather, it does not matter because whatever the floor is, the carpet won't be. So you don't have to worry about weather or anything else. Now it's not the same story about wool or cotton, of course. I would recommend those for colder weather.
Yeah.
For hot weather, I would recommend silk. However, silk is also suitable for cold weather, so it doesn't really matter. It is material, it kind of goes with every single situation. A lot of dust, no dust, cold, hot, this, that. It's not even burnable. If you have a house fire, God forbid, your carpet will stand still like nothing happened.
Really?
Yes, as long as it's made out of fully silk. That's right. Any questions so far?
Where are these coming from? You got mulberry, like caterpillars and mulberry
We do, but
trees?
not here. We
No.
have them in a city called Bursa, which is about
Okay.
150 miles south of Istanbul. And that's where we have the biggest reserve in the country. And that's why Turkey is the second biggest silk producer in the whole world.
Behind
Number one is China. That's right. They are a lot and they're very big, so it's hard to compete with. We in Turkey like to say that we make quality and they make quantity. But we only like to say it. How true this is, I don't know.
No. Yes. That's,
I'm sure if we asked them, they would say the same thing about us. Though. Like,
Yeah,
it's just
yeah,
something
yeah.
going on.
okay, so there
yeah.
are mulberry trees
That's right.
native to
Plenty.
Turkey, or
Native
they
to Turkey.
came? Okay.
No. Have you ever heard of the Silk Road?
Of course I have Marco Polo, right?
That's right. So it would start in China and
I
it would
knew it
end in
was
Bursa.
Okay, so that's kind of all the.
Yes. It was called the
half
Silk
of it.
Road.
That's
You know
where
why?
the mulberry trees were growing.
That's
and
right.
The silkworms
That's how you
were.
would know if you're still on the way because you would see the cocoons like this hanging on the tree all the way. That's why it was called the Silk Road. So you know you're still on the right track thanks to the cocoons.
That goes in between each time to tamp it down. I thought I had my big
But right. Look, they're almost done with this one. It's like up here in the pattern.